Hello my dear students, welcome to Arunavasir bio class. So today we have a special class for CBSE class 9 students. So last day in the day 1 we discussed about some introduction about the cell and what is the different type of cells like the plant cell, like the animal cell. On the other hand, like the prokaryotic cell and the eukaryotic cell, all of these things we discussed in our last class. But today we discussed some details about the structure of the different parts of the cell. Like we discussed the structure of the cell membrane. Today we discuss about the structure of the cell wall, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, and the fat wall. So all of these parts is very important. But in our syllabus, in the CBSE 9, but this chapter, that is the cell, it is a unit of life, or you call that is a fundamental unit of life. This chapter is very important not only for the class 9 syllabus in the CBSE, all other boards like the ICSE and the West Bengal and other state boards, they have also this chapter in different classes. So all of the students, please carefully learn this chapter, and every part of this chapter is very important. So we discuss some details about this part, because this is also very important in our science Olympiad exam, because this is the very common chapter in all of the biological science. So today we at first discuss about the structure of the cell membrane. You know the cell membrane, and today we take a quiz, but in different format. I just ask you a question, you write down the answer in your live chat box. So this is our first quiz question. Cell membrane or the plasma membrane are present in only plant cell, that is the option A, and option B in the animal cell, and option C the both A and B. Which one is the right option? Please write down in the live chat box, all of the students. So all of the students, Sayan, Cinderella, Shatanik, Oniket, Shorashish, Gaurav, Rajdeep, Anubhav, Shohom, Shudipto, Disharin, Shomujit, Shamriddhi, Vendrila, Ankon, Devarun, Shomaditto, Sutanu, Srijita, Devulina, Nirupama, Ishan, Krishnashish, Arushi, and Shoresh, and Roshmi, Promit, Devargo, Shaptorshi, Shomojit, and Kaushani, all of the students, warm welcome to these classes. So write down this answer. The cell membrane are present in plant cell, animal cell, or option C, both A and B. Very good. Cell membrane are present both plant cell or animal cell. Very good. Another one question, a basic question from the cell membrane. This is the second quiz question. Cell membrane is the living or non-living? Please write down in the live chat box. So at first you understand that the cell membrane are present both plant cell and animal cell. Now a question arises, the cell membrane are living or the non-living? So write down in the live chat box. Very good, it is a live or living substance, but important characteristic features of the cell membrane is they are the selectively permeable in nature. So what is the function of the cell membrane? They help the transportation system in the cell. So different materials enter or exit in the cell, that is controlled by the cell, because all the material cannot enter or exit from the cell, because cell membrane are selectively permeable in nature. Selectively, some molecules only can pass from it. So this is also the function of the plasma membrane, that is the important part in your CBSE 9 syllabus. Now we discuss the most important question in the Science Olympiad exam. Different scientists work on the cell membrane, how the cell membrane is ultimately composed, like the different things. But most important to scientists, Singer and Nicholson, they give a model that is called the fluid mosaic model. This model is very important, but this is ultimately describe the structure of the cell membrane. But when we are discussing the structure of the cell membrane, that time you observe that this is the structure of the plasma membrane. But what is the main components present in the plasma membrane? Plasma membrane mainly made up of phospholipids. This structure, this one is a phospholipid. So main composition, that means the phospholipids. Also some cholesterol molecules also present inside the membrane, but you can observe that this structural part is the protein. Protein also be present in the cell membrane structure. Two types of membrane protein is there. Some protein are totally integrated into the cell membrane. They are called the integral protein. And some protein are loosely arranged into the phospholipids. They are called peripheral proteins. So this is a structure fluid mosaic model of the cell membrane. So the function of the cell membrane that helps the transport, but transport is a different mechanism is there in our cell. Some is the endocytosis. That means some materials enter inside the cell, so it is called endocytosis. On the other hand, exocytosis means some material can exit from the cell, that time it is called exocytosis. Very interesting point. But endocytosis, that means some materials are entered, but what type of material? If this material are solid in nature, that time it is called the phagocytosis. But pinocytosis means when this material are liquid in nature. Very good. That is the ingestion of the liquid. Phagocytosis means so ingestion of the solid. So solid material when they enter in the cell, they are called the phagocytosis. So this is the difference between the pinocytosis and phagocytosis. You got it? Okay, now I give you another question of our quiz. Write down in the live chat box. When the bacteria are enter inside the cell, so what type of mechanism are happening this time? Phagocytosis or pinocytosis? Again I tell you, when the bacteria are enter inside the cell, what type of process are involved that time? Phagocytosis or pinocytosis? Please write down the live chat box which is your answer. Shores, Arushi, please write down. And exocytosis, very good. All the students, please write down. All the students, please, very fast. Now we discuss about the structure of the cell wall. Now another quiz question. Cell wall present in which type of cell? Option A, plant cell. Option B, animal cell. And option C, both A and B. Please write down in the live chat box. Cell wall, this is present in option A, plant cell. Option B, animal cell. And option C, both A and B. Very good. Very good. Well done. This is present only in plant cell. Animal cell, they have no plant cell wall. So cell wall is most importantly present in the plant cell. What is their function? They give rigidity, they keep the shape. That is the most important function of the cell wall. But if you were now discuss the structure of the cell wall has the three type of layers. One is the primary cell wall, Another is the secondary cell wall, and between the two cells, this middle part is called the middle lamella. But what is the chemical nature of the cell wall? You know it? Please write down the live chat box. Plant cell wall is made up of cellulose, option A, option B, glucose. Write down in the live chat box. Which one is the right answer? Plant cell wall is made up of option A, cellulose, option B, glucose. Which is your answer? Well done. Very good. Plant cell wall is made up of cellulose. Which one is the polysaccharide? So this is the plant cell wall. Now we discuss about the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is present very near to the nucleus. Endoplasmic reticulum, what is their function? We already know that endoplasmic reticulum are the two types, RER and ACR, but what is their difference? But what is their function? We already know that endoplasmic reticulum have the function to protein synthesis or the lipid synthesis. But at first I discuss about their structure of the endoplasmic reticulum. In the endoplasmic reticulum, three important parts is there. There is a cisternae, vesicles and tubules. This one is a cisternae, long flattened structure. This is the oval membrane bounded structure, vesicles, and this one is the tubules. This part is important in the science Olympiad exam. All of clear? Suresh? Okay, very good. But this is the important question for your school level syllabus. There is a two type of endoplasmic reticulum is there, RER and ACR. But what is the difference? You can observe that near to nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum present which have some ribosome attached on it. That time it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. But on the other hand, this structure is called the smooth endoplasmic reticulum because they have no ribosome in their surface structure. So the smooth endoplasmic reticulum have no ribosome and rough endoplasmic reticulum have the ribosome. But another one function is most important. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, they have contain the ribosome, so their function is most commonly the protein synthesis. On the other hand, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, their function is the lipid synthesis. That is the most important difference between the RER and ACR. Now we discuss another important structure. That is a Golgi complex. These Golgi complex are very close association with the endoplasmic reticulum because the function of the Golgi bodies or Golgi complex, which is given the name that is discovered the scientist, that is the Camillo Golgi. From this their name, this organelle is called the Golgi complex. Endoplasmic reticulum, they form a protein, but in here, that means in the Golgi complex, package these proteins and secrete these proteins. So this is the function of the Golgi complex. But if you discuss the structure, also you observe that Golgi complex have cisternae, have tubules, and also the vacuoles in their structure. So their important function is secretion and the packaging of the proteins. Some small particles, that is called the vesicle, and lysosome. Lysosome are called suicidal bag. Why? Because after their function they destroy himself. But lysosome are very important in the cell. Why? Because they give the internal protection of the cell. When some bacteria are infect any cell, that time lysosome attack this type of bacteria and destroy them. So how the bacteria destroyed? Because lysosome contain the enzyme This enzyme break down the foreign materials. That is the function of the lysosome. What type of enzyme are there? Lipase, amylase, protease. This type of enzyme are present in the lysosome. So, lysosome, when some ultimately bacteria enter in the cell, the lysosome engulf to these bacteria and digest them, and some particles do not digest it. That is called the residual bodies. This is the thrown out from the cell by the exocytosis process. This is the lysosome and this is called the suicidal bag, and they are known for important function, the protection of the cell. Now discuss about the structure of the plant cell vacuole. Why it is called the plant cell? Animal cell have vacuoles but their size is very small. But in the plant cell you can observe this vacuole is very large in nature. Very important one question arises. Vacuole are ultimately a membrane bound structure. So what is the name of the membrane which is covered the vacuole? Anyone you all know the name? What is the name of the vacuole? Vacuole membrane. What is this called? Samriddhi, Kaushani, Shauresh, Arushi. Anyone? You know? Ankit, Cinderella. What is the name of the structure which is covered the vacuole? Okay, very good. That is called the tonoplast. Tonoplast are covered the vacuole. What is the function of the vacuole? Vacuole are the storehouse of the cell. So some materials like gas, like food, like water are stored on here. So they are called the storehouse of the cell. So it is the function of the vacuole. Food, that means the starch are generally stored in the plant cells, because you know the plants can produce their own food by the photosynthesis process. Which one can store in the vacuole? So this is our today's session. So today we discuss about the structure of the plasma membrane, cell wall, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, right? And also lysosome and the vacuole, and discuss about their function. After the class is finished, and today we also give them homework in the YouTube description box. Please you follow these things and complete all of the homework and send it to it. And next day, the day 3 of the fundamental unit of life, that is the cell, we have a mock test, but in syllabus, not in day 1 and day 2. Both day 1 and day 2 is there in our day 3 mock test syllabus. Okay, so prepare and very carefully and give them the mock test. So thank you very much all of the students. Kaushani, Shomujit, Shaptorshi, Debardho, Promit, Roshmi, Shoresh, Arushi, Krishnashis, Ishan, Nirupama, Devolina, Srijita, Shutanu, Shomoditto, Devarun, Onkita, and Wendrila, Shomojit, Dishari, Shuditto, Shohom, Anubhav, Rastif, and Gaurav, Shorashish, Onkita, Shatanik, Sindila, and Sion. Thank you very much, and wish you the best of luck.